good afternoon. I've been like a blue ass fly everywhere today, all over the place. It's been like I have accomplished so much in one day. You have no idea. Really have. And to finalize, to top it all off today, I'm going to talk about a crystal that a lot of you already know, but I think it's a good time to talk about this in the way I'm about to. And I was driving along on my motorbike today thinking about this, and it was a question put to me many, many years ago. And only a few days ago, somebody mentioned it again, and I thought it's a really good topic. And if I was to say to you, I could have easily done the top 10 or the top 3 crystals that would work, but I think it would take far too long. And I think today would be a good day just to talk about the number one crystal that I believe is the perfect crystal to work with any other crystal. Basically, whatever crystal you put around your neck, this crystal is going to fit in well. It's going to be the best partnership. And I think over all of these years of working with so many crystals together, I've always said to you, there's no such thing as any crystals being bad next to each other. But one in particular seemed to work on so many levels, and I'll explain why. So let me show it to you. You probably already know, right? You've probably put two and two together, because the most powerful energy of all is negative energy that we create, and when we do, it needs to go. So which is it, guys? Which is the crystal that absorbs the most negative energy in the world? Well, that's what I'm going to show you today, and I believe it does not matter which crystal you work with. If you work alongside with this crystal, you'll find, and I'll explain why as we go along, but let me show you my latest collection. There you go. So my truth and my experience over these years, I would say that the number one crystal in this world is Tektite, to wear alongside any other crystal at all. And it will work alongside in a way that, well, maybe it's best I explain. I think it's probably better that I'm actually wearing a piece today. Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous. They're all gorgeous, all of them. I love all the odd shapes. I love the teardrops. I love all of them. Look at that. Imagine wearing that just like that. And look at that one. This is how they'd hang. Aren't they gorgeous? They're just beautiful. Just look at that one. So that would hang like that. So beautiful. All of them. I just love them all. Teardrops, all of them. So I'm going to put these down. I'm going to hold one and explain my understanding of working with these crystals as a crystal healer, and why I believe this crystal works best alongside any crystal in the world that you choose to wear through the day. First of all, if we're looking at the energy of grief and sadness, a beautiful crystal to wear is black tourmaline, one of the most powerful crystals, I believe. I always worked with that when people were down and sad because the grief and the sadness and not being able to have communicated to their loved ones. They might have got there too late, or they were there but they never just could say what they wanted to say, and that grief is attached to guilt. So when you're wearing, let's say for sake's saying, that person there is filled with grief, okay, and you give them, they're wearing a beautiful piece of tourmaline. When that black tourmaline begins its work, there is always a residue of energy that needs to be cleared. Now, I believe most crystals, in fact nearly all of them apart from Tektite, what they tend to do is blast an energy wave, and that energy wave is basically changing the frequency of your energy to a better energy, a bit like tuning forks. If you ring at a certain frequency and another tuning fork comes along and rings at a certain frequency, and that 2 or 3 of them at the same frequency ring, you start to vibrate in line. Well, I believe when you wear a crystal, you can vibrate into the frequency of crystal energy and vibrate into that line, or at least part of you does. You see, some crystals target certain specific parts of the body. That's what they do. But when you wear Tektite next to black tourmaline, what happens is the residue from the wave of the black tourmaline that hits that suffering, that pain, that can turn to physical issues, when it disperses that negative issue that sits there after you're thinking about it, it goes down and sits there. When the black Tektite is blasting it away, it needs to disappear, it needs to go. And if you're walking and moving, then fine, Mother Earth cleans it, the fresh air cleans it, the universe cleans you all the time. When you go into the rain, or when you go for a run or a bike ride, it clears it away. But when a Tektite is around you and you're lying down or meditating, if it's next to the black tourmaline, what I noticed a long time ago is that Tektite was absorbing, it was like a vacuum cleaner for the negative energy, the disbursement of that energy that needed to go. So that was incredible. Now, you might think to yourself, well, is it always negative stuff that this helps with? But no. If you're moving through your life and you're trying to clear certain long-term physical illnesses, which it isn't negative, it's just something that we need to get over. If you're wearing something that is healing a certain part of your body which is in pain and suffering, and it's on a physical level, that too has the same energy. So your crystal will blast an energy and start to heal the physical. And when it's clearing whatever it needs to clear around that negative energy, again, Tektite absorbs that energy at the same time. So there's no residue in your body to settle anyway. Now, when you're wearing a Moldavite, say, or something powerful, and you want to connect and meditate, you want to attune to your higher self, to whatever extraterrestrial energy or spirit energy, whatever energy you're trying to connect to, you're trying to become more intuitive. Okay, so you're wearing a piece of Moldavite. Moldavite is changing certain frequencies around you and within you, and it's targeting certain parts of the body to clear away what needs to be cleared, so you become the perfect vessel, the perfect radio signal for what you need. Well, every time a crystal like Moldavite is working on your body, it's trying to clear away that what has stopped you from feeling what you need to feel and see. Therefore, the residue of that Tektite absorbs, and that is a perfect combination. So all aspects of working with crystals, all aspects of your life, both mind, body and spirit, wherever crystal you wear, a Tektite is always there to absorb any residue of anything that needs to be cleared from the body. So you already know, if you've seen my videos before, Tektite is a fantastic crystal to wear midway down to the stomach. Belly button is the perfect place. That's what I'm wearing now. So you can see my belly button's there, so it's here. So it's a good place here, the stomach area, because that's the second brain. It's where all the emotions sit. So when we're attacked, when we're mocked, ridiculed, when we're not loved or ignored, anything like that, when we feel down, weak, sad, we feel like we're in a bubble, we don't feel well, we don't want to communicate with people, that is an energy. That is simply an energy. And that energy always has residue constantly, because when the mind is worrying, the mind has to produce the energy that is associated to the worry. If you're feeling happy and you're thinking happy thoughts, that also produces an energy that goes all over the body and resonates with the body and heals and strengthens you. When it's a negative energy, it tends to fall down and seep all the way down through the eyes, nose, throat, chest, stomach. It normally sits in the stomach. sometimes can hang around very much in your shoulders as well. So that too, when you wear a Tektite, it's incredible. So the Tektite is always working alongside your crystal. So if you just name me any crystal, if you say to me, Mark, what about, I don't know, Sleeping Beauty? A Sleeping Beauty, the turquoise Sleeping Beauty is a fantastic crystal that hunts for any kind of abnormal cells or issues in the body, and it hunts them and it pinpoints them, and it works to try and show you that maybe there's something that might start to manifest in your body. So you might start to feel pain in a certain spot. As you're wearing the Tektite at the same time is absorbing that negative energy that you feel the pain from. So again, any crystal that you can throw at me, any crystal at all, I would say that by wearing a piece of beautiful Tektite, it will keep you in good stead, strength, power, and you won't have an accumulation of negative energy. I used to have monkey mind at one time, and I used to put, it was about clients who were going through terrible suffering, and I struggled with it because I wanted everybody to be healed instantly. And that's, you go through that process when you're a healer, you want everybody to be well. And being well is a process, it takes time, it takes effort. Do you know how long it's taken you to become sick and ill? Well, it doesn't fix that quickly. It takes time and effort. And when you look back on the time and effort, you think, wow, I'm so proud of what I've done. So wearing a Tektite, even on its own, is an amazing crystal, especially when you're going through challenges, when you're going through a busy day, when you're going through a process of cleansing and clearing yourself, when you're meeting with in public with many people, if you're interacting with hundreds of people, a Tektite is probably the most powerful crystal to wear, because any kind of issue it will absorb and clear instantly. So I have to say, if I was to name one of the most powerful crystals in the world right now in 2022, I would say beyond a shadow of a doubt it would be Tektite. Moldavite over the years has been the powerful crystal because it helped us connect. But now, as we can clearly see, most people are becoming sick and ill. Not you, because you're on top of it. You're managing your body. You're looking after your body. You're eating well. You've stopped eating all the non-foods. You're eating healthy foods. You're doing the best you can. Every day you're getting stronger and stronger. But the rest of the world, 95% of the world, are coming to me and many healers saying, we're really bad, we're really ill, we're really sick. And I've been gifting more of these crystals than any other crystal. At one time, I was gifting a lot of Moldavites, and that was nice. I was also gifting a lot of Silicon Valley, because we were going through, the world was putting up things everywhere and the energy was really bad. So I went through that, and we were gifting loads to children. And now I'm gifting many Tektites, because we need to get rid or absorb the negative energy that lies within us from any kind of issues, whether it's emotional or whether it's physical or spiritual. All of these things, Tektite has got to be, right now, I think, the number one crystal in the world. And I'm going to talk about it more and more in these next coming weeks. I want people to understand that it is the only crystal from out of this world that without a doubt absorbs negative energy. It's the only one. I have never seen a crystal ever do that. All the other crystals have great energy of blasting away, blasting, clearing, but actually absorbing the energy that is within and around was phenomenal. I saw it, and from once I saw it years ago, I went, I can't believe that. It was like watching a mini vacuum cleaner sucking the negative energy. It was incredible. And you might ask, where does it go? Up to this day, I still don't have the answer. So does this crystal get worse? Does it break? never had one break. So a lot of crystals, when they Sleeping Beauty, they tend to break, or many crystals break when the energy within it becomes so, it feels like it's overloaded, or it's sometimes done its job, or something's just happened that, I don't know. To me, when people ask me that, I think, well, there's so many different avenues we can go talk about. There's so many grey areas. But for me, when it's to do with physical and deep, heavy trauma, when a crystal breaks, it means that it's done its job. It's done what it's needed to do, and it's basically, okay, it's broke now. And with them two crystals, I give them to two different people. It's not that there's anything wrong with those crystals, because it's worked for you, it's done its job for you. But Tektite, I wore a piece of Tektite for nearly 9 years. One particular piece. It was long and thin, like this, and it was my best friend, and it always helped me through every situation that I was in. And if you ever came to some of the heavy rituals that we did on people who had such bad energy and bad things, they'd done bad things, or many bad things, they'd come into the circle, and you'd see me holding on to my black Tektite, and there's a reason for it, because it's powerful. So I am definitely going to say today that this video is going to be a video that has a title that says something like the most powerful crystal to work alongside any other crystal in the world, something like that. And I truly believe it with my hand on my heart. So yeah, I've just received these, I think about 30, and I'm going to upload them now onto my website. And I hope you enjoy them, and I hope you understand the power of Tektite. It will be I think it'll become clear to a lot of you that it's probably the most powerful crystal right now, because of the suffering and the pain and what especially kids are going through. Really is bad. I was sat today listening to three girls, all in their 20s, and it was so sad. It was so sad. I didn't have 3 crystals to give them. I didn't want to, interfere, but I overheard the conversation. They were right next to me, and it's so sad what they've gone through, the emotions that they've gone through. And one said, I haven't even gone out of the house for like 2 years, and it was like, I don't want to speak to anybody. I'm just on my phone, and I'm listening to this, feeling heartbroken. So I guess if you're going to ask me, what's this crystal good for, I'd say it's good for teenagers now who are trying to break free from the suffering that they've been through these few years. And I'm telling you, it will make them stronger. I have a crystal that is a prototype that's probably my best-selling crystal, and it consists of 3 crystals in one, the Holy Trinity, and that is Moldavite, Tektite, and Herkimer Diamond. I call them trios, and they've been doing magic. In fact, I can't get enough. That's my problem. It's difficult to get them, especially now with Moldavite. But I keep working hard to try and, I've just managed to get 33, I could show you actually, 33, 34 little tiny pieces of Herkimer Diamond, and that was really difficult to get. But now I can use them and to create the Moldavite, which I managed to get a few pieces. And the Tektite that, again, I managed to get high quality, beautiful quality. Look at the quality of them. They're gorgeous. So there you go. I think overall this conversation was about right. I don't think I need to go any further. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this, and please support your local crystal store. Go down to wherever it is and just say, could I have a piece of Tektite? And work with it, guys, and you'll see it's incredible. It really does the job. It really does. All right. Have a great day. Thank you once again. And any pendant you buy from Bajerski.com, the picture's over there. You'll be entered into a raffle for this coming month, and I don't know, it's in about 2 or 3 weeks from now, and we'll pull a name out of the hat, and you might be the lucky winner of a beautiful piece of artwork which was painted by a once Buddhist monk. Have a great day. Love you all.